Hey, everybody, welcome to Dubai's podcast. I'm your host, Brian Driggs, and today's guest is the founder of Ad Designs. So I will let you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business.
Hi, Brian. My name is Didier. I'm the founder of Design. I'm 32 years old, and we started off our business in Belgium. And since 2 years, we're based in Dubai as well. So we're into digital marketing, and yeah, see, but for us, it's important that we drive more sales to a business. So this was truly our USP. So yeah, I would say we go more in depth in a moment. So please ask everything that you want to know.
Wonderful, wonderful. So when it comes to digital marketing, we know it's a huge space, right? There's so many different avenues and channels that people can go down, whether it's TikTok or social media ads or SEO or all that fun stuff. Would you say there's a certain expertise that you guys have or an area that you specialize in?
See, for us, it's important that we don't just advertise on one social media channel because, like you said, the market is very crowded and it's important to identify where your target audience is. So, if you're looking, for example, for a smaller audience, let's say a younger one, you need to be at TikTok. But the majority is basically still on Facebook and on LinkedIn. So, we try to identify what your perfect industry will be, and accordingly that we will try to find the right leads for you.
Wonderful. I like that. And how long did you say you guys were in Belgium doing your marketing there or running
10
the
years,
company?
10 years
10
already.
years. And when did you exactly come to Dubai and why?
Um, yeah, so the story started 4 years ago. So my wife said to me, I want to go to Dubai. And I said, why Dubai? Because it's the middle of the desert, right? So yeah, we went to Dubai and I did some marketing topics over there. I went to some marketing venues and I was seeing a lot of opportunities there because if you compare it with Europe, Dubai is 10 years ahead. So we decided, okay, we're doing very innovative things. So why don't just try doing the same in Dubai? And 2 years ago, we started a business over there and we're more focusing on innovative things like AI solutions and NFT. In comparison with Europe, we're more still in the more common things in marketing.
I love that. I love that. Have you found that, any challenges like getting into the Dubai market? I mean, has it been hard for you guys? Is it,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, it is. See, Dubai is like like maybe everyone is saying it's like the American dream, but then in the Middle East. So everyone wants to go to Dubai and start his business. But when you start off, it's not that easy, to be honest. There is a very cultural aspect that you need to try to crack that nugget because yeah, it's for example, in Dubai, there are living around 80% of expats. So it's very multicultural. So you need to identify whether culture is, how we're able to try to get them to sign your agreement and so on, but because it's quite different than in Europe, for example. So what we have done is we hired salespeople in different nationalities. So now we can say, okay, if you have an Indian lead, we can send our Indian yeah, employee to that person. So it's basically very important to understand the local markets and try to adapt very fast.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, my wife's from Pakistan, so I totally get the multicultural side of dealing with certain sales and prospects and things like that. That's awesome. So I know you touched a little bit on AI, how you guys are going in AI, NFTs, things like that. How are you getting into the AI space and incorporating that into businesses there locally in Dubai?
Yeah, so for us, like I said, we're now 10 years in business. And for us, from the first moment, it was important to bring more return investment to a company because maybe, as you know, around 80% of the companies are not getting marketing return on their spend. So yeah, basically what we're trying to do is with AI, we want to make predictions. So for example, if you have a retail store and you want to measure results, for example, in the future, it can be done with AI. So what you can do, for example, is we make predictions and patterns based on historical data from, let's say, 10 years ago. So, and then we can say, for example, okay, your average sale in May 2024, for example, would be this amount of money. So you can adapt on that as well. Um,
I
so,
love that.
and if I go more in NFT, it's more innovative still than AI. People are not aware of what they can do with it. So we decided to choose a path to do it only focused on retail. So we want to bring NFT solutions more into the space of client loyalty cards. So when someone is buying your NFT, for example, you get extra discount on certain products. And at the end, it's a win-win situation.
I love that. Are you seeing a lot of people use NFTs for, small businesses?
Not yet, to be honest. If you see it more globally, more the corporate ones are seeing what they can do with it. But the thing is, at this moment, a lot of people are seeing it more like it's just a piece of art, but you need to make an utility of it. Because if there's no utility behind it, it's worthless.
Right. I would agree with that 100% because I know when NFT first started booming, everybody had this conception around artwork and then it kind of like hyped up and then kind of went back down. But I know there's a lot of potential there, but it's kind of in the hands of getting creative with it and using it, I think, in the right way. So it'll be exciting to see how that grows over the next 10 years. So let me ask you this, as far as the AI, do you think that that's going to get into the search results? You think we're going to have more like AI search engines versus the traditional search engines we have now?
So the issue with AI, basically AI is already, let's say, 5 to 10 years, it's already exists. But now with ChatGPT, for example, more and more people are using it. And basically they're thinking this is the only thing what you can do with AI. But also what my thing is, you don't know what real is in this world anymore. So I can just go to a website, I can type in, for example, here's a picture of me and make it more perfect, for example. So, and I can use this photo for my profile picture, I would say. So AI is also a bit of threat for me, I would say. But I believe if you can use it on the right way and use your internal data to make better predictions based on AI, that's a good thing. But at the end, everyone wants to use AI to make better predictions. And also Google, for example, is using a lot of AI. But at the end, what's the benefit of using AI from third-party companies? Because everyone is using it, right? So what would be your benefit at the end? So I believe if you have your own data, just use that and make better. So over time, you have a very stable database and you can combine it with AI.
I love that. I love that, and I couldn't agree more. I'm just anxious to see how Google and ChatGPT and them are gonna change the marketplace over the next 10 years. So, I guess with all that in mind, where do you see your company here in the near future? I mean, is there any aspirations, dreams, or any one channel that you're saying, hey, we're focusing just on NFTs, we're going to build this out and we're going to hit it hard? Or is there certain, I guess, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10?
So basically, we are quite innovative. Just to say, we have won last year 5 awards and 3 for innovation. Because
Awesome.
in our industry, it's very hard to get truly USP top of mind by people because it's very crowded in our industry. What you want to do is focus more on hospitality brands, for example. So just give you an example. For example, the Versace in Dubai, they have announced that they have a new loyalty program, but basically it's not that new. It's like everyone is doing it. Just you stay there a night and you get points, and with the points you get extra discounts over time. But at the end, there is no truly USP for them. So if you're able to implement NFTs within more hospitality clients and then combine that with Web3 solutions, for example, I think that can truly be a breakdown in the industry.
That's awesome. That is awesome. I'm super excited. I think Dubai is way ahead when it comes to a lot of these little different market research and marketing tactics. And just innovation in general. Me and my wife were living over there. We were just shocked about all the innovation going on. So let me pick your brain on this. As far as, let's say, a guy's coming to Dubai to start his own marketing company, what advice do you have for him? What were your biggest challenges? Things that would make it a shortcut for him to do what you've done?
So first of all, I wouldn't say take all your belongings and move to Dubai because you can be there for a month. You need to go back because the way of living is there. It's very expensive because every day there is something that you can do, and at the end, yeah, you're losing money. And to have a good life in Dubai, you need to have a lot of money. But on the other hand, people are not willing to spend that much. So first, I would say go to Dubai a few times a year. Try to build your network, and if you have that network, then move to Dubai, and then try to grow it. Because even for me, we're now 2 years in Dubai. We were 2 years before working on network, and now I can say we are going to make it. And in the beginning, it was just pushing and pushing. And the first year, we had only 2 sales. So it was very frustrating for us because in Europe, everything went well. But in Dubai, we want to copy it, but it wasn't working that way. So yeah, it's just working hard and then you will get there.
Wonderful. That's great advice. Great advice. Well, so tell us, is there a certain part of your business that you want people to know about that you guys are excited to share today on the podcast?
So yeah, I would say if there are people that are looking for marketing services, I would say that just try us out because, like I said in the beginning, we truly our USP is working return on investment driven. So we don't charge you an amount for, let's say, a product. Let's say 5 postings a month, or for example, $200. For example, that's not our focus. You want to grow your company so that you can be a client over time. And I believe if you can work with a small budget and then grow, it's also telling something about our company that we are able to say what we're doing. So at the end, if you grow a company, also our company will grow. So um,
Wonderful. 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 Well, man, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with us today. I appreciate that. And we look forward to having you on the podcast again here in the near future. Okay.
thank you, Brian.